Good morning. I normally film later in the day, but this came to my door. Come on, Jeffrey, you can do it. Pave the way, put your back into it.
Tell us why, show us how. Look at where you came from, look at you now.
This was sent to me by friend and fan of the vlog. Oh my God. We look forward to seeing all the great things you'll do with this, chef. From Angela Basinger. She called me chef.
I refer to everybody as chef because it's a sign of respect.
Thank you, chef.
Chef.
Angela was sick of watching me pan fry everything in such a deep pan, so she got me the Volrath Ceramic Guard 2, not the original bullshit model. The wherever aluminum fry pan. But damn, a 12-incher. I have no idea what that's like. Look at this thing. Could make a 24 egg omelet in this thing, or at least like feed my floor, my apartment, or at least the water guy. Angela, I love you. Thank you. All right, I gotta get caught up on Hard Knocks. Getting that pan set off a chain reaction of me wanting to like clean my stovetop, so it's like it's not worthy of that pan. Needs to be like sparkling. So I bet my buddy Matt $100 before the season starts that the Lions will win at least 7 games out of 17 this year. And watching Hard Knocks, like, I don't know if I feel better or worse. I think I feel about the same, optimistically, that they could maybe win 7 games. I don't know. Being a lifetime Lions fan has led to just a lot of acceptance. Here we go.
The following is a presentation of HBO Sports.
Okay, I'll let you know what I think of this episode. If I'm maybe in about an hour, I'll be feeling.
Previously on Hard Knocks.
Maybe I'll feel better. I'll let you know.
All this dirt, everything that's in our Jeep, this last bit of losing's got to get out of here. That crushes us.
Well, well, well. If it isn't Mr. Rory Boyle. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What do you mean you side with Leo on that thing? You're 44 years old. New pan.
You're watching Mike's vlog.
Alfredo sauce. Noodle. Doing an early batch here with just garlic, salt, shrimp for Allie, because this Cajun spice gets her. So make her like a little kid's cup, little kid's cup of pasta. A little sizzle, warm these up. Throw some of the noodles in here. Get them.
Damn, that looks really good.
This is your batch.
It smells incredible. Yum. Lionel, are you jealous?
Extra parsley, voila. You obviously knew this was coming. Pasta night. Today, pasta night. Welcome back to the vlog. Welcome back. Well, no, it's not Sean's first time eating. I've had Cajun shrimp pasta before. Let's give it up for how about it's Steven Carrington Day. On this vlog, you donate, I make what you want me to make, I go out and get what you want me to get. Today, what's up, Sean? If you can, I would love to see you make one of my favorite pasta dishes, Cajun Shrimp Fettuccine Alfredo. Make it your bae. Whoa, bae. Make it your way, but wanted to share. Also just saw I've been following you and Corey for 5 years. Love everything you guys do. Go Spartans. So Steven, thank you so much for watching Number 6 with Cheese. Thank you for watching my vlog. Big game coming up, kicking off the season against the mighty Broncos. So to get to this place, no, I didn't just buy this, I actually made this. We did some stuff. This here is a very simple Cajun seasoning consisting of paprika, thyme, black pepper, red pepper, celery seed, garlic, onion, and the world's greatest invention, salt. Frozen shrimp, thawed, you detail it yourself. Detail it. Kiss, Steve Sean, kiss. Looking beautiful, looking restaurant worthy. Got that Cajun shrimp, and the seasoning kind of mixes into the pasta, into the noodles. Got that Parmesan, you got that parsley. It just looks like a 5 out of 5 restaurant pasta meal. Thank you so much for donating. Let's get into this. Let's have some fun. Let's do a few Q&As, a few questions and a few answers here today. I'm starving, so let's eat this. You gotta get a shrimp, you gotta get that cheese, you gotta get the creaminess, you gotta get it all. Fettuccine, you can kinda. Cheers. It's perfect.
Don't forget to bring a towel. What?
Creamy, cheesy Alfredo, kind of all sticking together. I don't like loose pastas. I don't like when the sauce is like way too overbearing to the rest of this. Like when you have that pasta water with everything kind of sticking together. I love how sticky this pasta is. That's the perfect word to describe it. Like I know it might be weird, but seriously, I like an Alfredo like this with shrimp. I like it sticky or stacky if you got a little sauce on it. What is he talking about? Cajun pasta has just the right amount of like heat too from the peppers. I had to polish this off, so I thought this video would be good. You don't normally use it for cooking salmon. Jana B, AMA question, what would your perfect meal be? Drink, app, main, dessert. And who would you want to share that meal with? Okay, I'm gonna go these aren't gonna correlate together, but I wouldn't care in this scenario. Drink, an old fashioned. I love a boozy, like double pour of an old fashioned. It's my favorite cocktail, obsessed. Appetizer, fried arancini. Like arancini balls are when they're done the right way, obsessed. And then my main would actually be a fried chicken thigh breaded sandwich, but with like Italian marinara. So in my like dream world, people in Italy would learn how to make a really good old fashioned, and then it would be on like the Italian countryside with Allie. So with her, we'd be like in a tiny car and we get to like a little restaurant and they would make arancini balls, and then I would have like a very like Italian inspired chicken, parm basically, but you know I'm Shawnee sandwiches, so like 2 fried Italian-y, you know what I'm getting at. It would be my favorite thing ever. And then dessert, my favorite dessert in the world. You guys know I'm not a huge dessert person, but what would it be? This is gonna sound psychotic, but I gotta bring it back to my roots. I loved like an ice cream cake. There's something so satisfying about the coolness and then like the cakiness, the warmness of that. Like I've had it at Baskin Robbins, I've had it at legit bakers making it, like a really good ice cream cake. Whatever, it's my question, you can't judge me. Basement Boys Music, who is your favorite food YouTuber? Ooh, my favorite food YouTuber is Ben Dean. He lives in Korea. He's originally from Illinois, and now he's lived in Korea, like near Seoul. He does all these incredible foods and stuff and mukbangs and stuff. He's my favorite person to like long form watch and keep up with. I don't know, there's something about his voice and his palate. He understands like fun, like weird titles that would catch people. I think he's got such a great grasp on the platform, and he's so charming. Justin Hazard, if you couldn't live in Chicago, where would you choose to live to eat great food? Why? What foods? Great video. Oh, thanks. New York City. I think there's that thing in the back of my head where I've always wanted to live in New York City, but it's so expensive and I'm getting older, so it's like, do I want to embark on that expedition this late in life? I don't know. This late in life, I'm like 35. But you know what I mean? But New York's food is like everything you could ever want. Like you could say the pizza, you could say a really good bacon, egg, and cheese, and like in the morning, like real New York stuff, like a Jewish deli, Katz's. But it would really be just more so the fact that like, oh, do you want like authentic Polish food at 3:30 in the morning? Cool, a place is open and you can dine in. Like that's what I love about New York City. I'd love the option of doing literally anything. Chicago's awesome, but late at night, it's mainly just bars are open. So I love that New York's like, oh, we serve food in the restaurant till 4. Does that make sense? Derek asks, is it me or has Wendy's fries gotten better? They have gotten better. They've revamped their fries in my lifetime like 4 times.
We changed our fries to make them hot and crispy every single time.
High five.
And every single time, Toby insists we high five.
Their newest batch, when they're hot, are fantastic. So if you haven't gotten their like new fry update since like fall of last year, give it a whirl. Taking way too big of bites, you know? It's like, get some class. So what? Megan Jeffries, what is your favorite thing to do with Allie on the weekends? So my favorite thing is these weekends when it's like unbelievably nice weather. Like it doesn't rain, it's not cold at all for the whole weekend. And like we have a day where we can have like a lazy day, like a Sunday that like if we get our workouts done in the morning and we can just walk. We can take Lionel on a super long walk, go to the lake, feel really good about ourselves, get iced coffee from some random new place we've never done. Very overpriced, but so good for this cold brew. Parked it on the lake here, chilling. Very sunny, it's about 90 degrees today, so feeling it. And then like come back here and kind of like game plan, like what do we want to do? Do we want to like go to a brewery? Do we want to go to like a White Sox game? Do we want to like bop around to bars downtown? Like do we want to meet up with certain friends? Like I really like love the spontaneity of this city that you can just like go out and do whatever you want and there's so much at your fingertips, especially on a weekend when there's just such a hustle and bustle. Like we chose to live downtown because there's so much going on and it feels like you're living in a big city. Like I've lived way north, I've lived like way east. Like I love living in River North because it feels like you're a part of the heartbeat, as corny as that is, of like the tourism and the food and the drink and the nightlife. Like I love being in the epicenter of all of that. So like an ideal day would be like having no plan and just bouncing around. Like don't give me a reservation, don't tell me where I have to be, let's figure it out in the moment. Plumbrook Elementary physical therapists. Is there a food you would not like hot sauce on? So I actually don't like hot sauce on like sweet foods all that much. Some people like it, like they like a spicy donut or like a spicy drink, like a habanero IPA or like a Bloody Mary with like hot sauce in it. Like I don't like drinking hot stuff, like spicy stuff, and I don't like sugary stuff with a lot of just like putting spice in it. Most savory foods, I'll eat it on everything, but sometimes I think it's like gimmicky and kind of just like, let's add hot sauce. No. I don't know why I got so mad there. You guys want some shrimps? Brent Bushnell, aka Batman. Why does your hair get less red as time goes on? It's true. For whatever reason, how the recessive red hair gene works is, and for some people, this isn't true for everybody. In my lineage, in my family, all the redheads, their hair got slowly browner until it was full brown. Like my dad, like you don't even know he was a redhead. It's wild. So I would assume by 40, I don't think you'd know I was a redhead. I know it's hard to believe. My identity is changing. I could be like a spy. Can you imagine me? Hi, I'm here to spy on you. Is there a Panda Express close by? They're like, what? Doggo. Why were buffets so good when we were younger? Preach. Preach. I don't know what it was. Like growing up, having the ability to eat whatever you wanted. Like when my parents took us to a buffet, it was so rare. Like remember the Pizza Hut buffet? I could have died that day and been like, I'm good, I've done it all now. Like as you get older and you start to have more of like standards, it's just like, it's gross, it's sitting there forever, it's all dried out. People everywhere sneezing and coughing under the sneeze guard. Like they're like putting their head under the thing and being like, what's this? Almond chicken.
That smells good.
You know what I mean? Like that's a thing. I don't know. I think you wise up and then you're like, this is disgusting. Been out all day, my phone's dead. Plug it into this external. Ike C, what made you decide Chicago? It was the loudest dog sneeze I've ever heard. What made you decide Chicago was the spot? Why not Dallas, LA, New York, Miami? So I moved here in 2013. I wanted to get out of Florida, so I applied. I had decided I was gonna apply to LA jobs, Denver jobs. Was it LA? Was it New York, Denver, or Chicago? I just like in my like young 20s was like, all right, my next place I'm going is gonna be one of these places. And the most traction I got job search wise was in Chicago. I had a lot of friends, like my best college friends all living in Chicago and loving it, and I had the most FOMO ever. So I applied to The Onion and I applied to Red Eye Chicago, what was a company owned by the Tribune that did like more like fun stuff for millennials rather than just like boring news, you know, whatever. So I got an interview for both. I drove all the way up in my Jeep and like just way too much gas money, all the way from Jacksonville, Florida, interviewed at both, and then basically was told like Red Eye's the better job to take. and I got that job offer, and I came up here. I was so excited to get out of Florida. I was there for like a year and a half, and just like at the end of it, like hated it. So Chicago, I remember getting like tears in my eyes as I like drove into the city and saw the skyline, and I was like, it was just like the moment I went to Michigan State when I was like a teenager, and I was like, this is where I want to go to school. I had that exact same thought when I came to Chicago to interview for those jobs. I was like, this is where I want to be. It was like a fate thing. It's like it was where I needed to be. So that's why. But I also love Dallas, LA, and New York. I can't imagine myself living in Texas, but Omar H, is it me or when people say, can I do, when ordering, when they should say, can I order, make more sense? That's what you're saying. Like people should say, can I order the McChicken? Where I'm guilty of it, and that's why you're commenting it. I'll be like, hi there, could I do a small strawberry frosty and then a small fry? My answer to that is, f you. Midwesterners have such like a guilt thing where they're like, would you mind if could I please do, how about yeah, no, yeah, oh, for sure, no. It's like a Midwestern dialect thing, and whenever you say it to somebody, they know what you're talking about. They're not gonna go, I don't know, can you do it? I think the main thing is people need to be nicer to service workers. Let's start there. Let's not worry about when someone's like, can I please do a McChicken? You're like, why are you saying it like that? And other people go up there and you're like, All right, let's do one more. Scorpion Heat Seeker, is there a regional restaurant chain that you wish would open in Chicago? This is an awesome last question. Some easy answers would be like In-N-Out, Whataburger, Bojangles, Sheetz, Wawa. So I don't really care about like fast food burgers. Okay, there's two. It's a tie. I'm from Detroit. I miss Hungry Howie's. There's no Hungry Howie's in Chicago. I love the butter cheese crust, or like the double pepperoni and jalapeno. 50% would be Hungry Howie's and 50% would be Bojangles. I'm such a chicken guy, you guys know that like when I lived in the South, Oklahoma, Jacksonville, Florida, are those the South? I was obsessed with the fried chicken franchises. So I think I'd go Bojangles. Like I really like, they also have like a Cajun chicken biscuit, right? I just think Bojangles is like better. No, it just like excites me more than like a Whataburger and out, because like I just don't go get fast food burgers all that often, like in my own time. I'd get Bojangles breakfast though. Oh, and I said I was gonna tell you guys what I thought of Hard Knocks when I finished it. I don't know how I feel. Like that loss to the Steelers, and then they released Boyle and Blau, so like I'm hoping Goff is good. I know a lot of you don't care about the Lions, but I grew up a diehard Lions fan. Here's what I want out of the season. I just wanna stay competitive. I wanna be, the Lions are notorious for losing close games late constantly. So what I want badly is to be in those games still, to have Coach Dan Campbell, toughness, and teaching these guys how to finish. I hope there's just gonna be, I want like at least 10 of the 17 games, maybe 11 or 12 games, where we're within a touchdown going into like the last like few minutes of the game. I just wanna continue to be there where he'll keep building this regime and eventually they'll beat teams, like how they beat the Colts week 2 of preseason. So watching the end of that today, hype for the team, heartbroken at some of the guys that got cut, but that's, it is what it is, as they say. The worst phrase in all of verbiage. It is what it is. That's the equivalent of going like this to somebody in a conversation. And they'll be like, at least you didn't say it is what it is. All right, I'm gonna get out of here now. One last thing, I wanna shout out, thank you to Basement Boys Music, aka Wade, and Darcy Deming, and Scorpion Heat Seeker for on the last video, donating, super thanksing. So click the thanks if you wanna support the show, the Venmo, the CashApp, the PayPal, if you wanna see this keep going. I love you guys for being here. Thanks for another fun Q&A going into the weekend. This was delicious. Steve Carrington, mwah. I wouldn't have made this if it wasn't for you. Sorry for the delay in the video. We got here. Just a quick, like thrown together one that is so delicious. Like you don't have to pan fry fresh shrimp. I mean, those noodles I got, those are that's my favorite brand. You can throw together seasoning. I mean, what you have on your seasoning shelf can make Cajun. That's what's so great about it. People think they need all this stuff, you don't. Cajun Shrimp Fettuccine Alfredo up. Cajun Shrimp Fettuccine Alfredo, it's hard to say, Fettuccine Alfredo down. Cheers. Don't drink wine out of a bottle.